The original intention of the RISE program was to allow universities to spend funds on students to do research, and in particular minority students, because as we all know, minorities are severely underrepresented in academic environments like universities and in research institutions and in research careers, period. So the funds were an investment by the government to help increase the number or representation of Hispanics, African Americans, Native Americans in science careers. It was very successful with me. The investment they made in me has obviously paid off. Unfortunately, it's a rare event, and the idea here for me was to not make it a rare event. I know what it takes to become a successful minority scientist, since I am one, and I know what it takes in a program to create the kind of environment to make the students think that they can be as successful or more successful than I am. So my program has trained more than 100 undergrads since I've been here, and more than half of them have gone on to PhD programs across the country. I've had a lot of successful students in the program. One that I can think of is now at Caltech getting a PhD in biophysics. I've had two students last year that graduated last year are in Princeton getting PhDs. Several students at prestigious UT schools like UT Southwestern. So they're going to great places, and all it took was a little bit of research money for them to do the research, or a little bit of funds to do the research, to allow them to concentrate in academics and research. We have workshops. We have workshops on ethics, how to become an ethical researcher. We have workshops on writing, how to become a good writer. We have workshops on how to apply to graduate school, how to write a resume. We have workshops in which, or seminars in which they get to meet successful minority scientists. We bring in speakers from across the country. They could be junior or more senior, and they talk to them basically on a small group setting, or sometimes even one-on-one, and they become encouraged or enlightened on what it takes to become a scientist. For me to get a program going like that was obtaining institutional data. And at that time there was basically no one place a person could go to obtain that information. And so I started working very early on with SERP, and SERP provided me with the kinds of information I needed to show that the university was progressing and moving in a positive direction, and that the percentage of minority students was increasing year by year, which was important for this particular grant because it is a grant for minority students to continue into research career.